Why don't you just wake up and
Jesse's
do
hands are
nothing else
shaky.
except listen to this
Just wake up.
podcast?
Oh yeah, my hands are shaky.
And by Jesse. Hi, I'm Felicia, one of your
That was good transition.
Yeah. Hi. You can find me at Felicia3 at Blue Sky, Twitter, Instagram.
Which one of these are you really on?
Dog. I'm still using Twitter, I guess, but like not
Yeah.
often. And none of them are great. I'm still seeing too much of like random people. Anyway, next host. Who are you?
Hey, what's up? I'm Beth. You can find me on Twitter at BethMostF and Blue Sky, which I haven't been posting Blue Sky. Instagram Beth D Bush. I feel like I post on Twitter the exact same amount, and like whatever is going on Twitter like doesn't factor into what I do, like what I post.
Yeah.
I just like I'll post a thing if I think of a thing, and that's just how I've always done it. I don't know. I like Instagram because I like seeing people's stories, and that's kind of what I do.
Oddly, I've been using Instagram the most. I'm Jesse.
Hey.
By me, I mean I'm Jesse. You can find me here, I guess, on this podcast. That's good enough for me.
That was one of the messiest intros. I'll try to redeem it in this next part where I say, we are the Sleepy Idiots Club. You can be a part of that club if you visit our website, www.idiots.fm. You can follow the link to our Discord and chat with us there, as well as fellow idiots. You can ask questions and you can, I don't know, tell us what you want us to watch. And we're at Sleepy Idiots on Twitter or at idiots.fm on Blue Sky. If you're feeling nice, go ahead and give us a rating at podchaser.com or Apple Podcasts.
Hey, Felicia.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Well, I just saw your
reading my.
Yeah, I'm reading your note, which is fun. Which we'll get to. Full disclosure, we didn't wait a full week between recordings, so I don't have a whole lot new in my life.
Not that we normally do anyway, even if we wait a week.
I feel like this is less time than usual. So I've had less time to be out in the world.
You selling more pumpkins?
I sold 10 out of the 17, but like
good.
it was good, but then like I feel like I got robbed at the post office. So
oh man.
It wasn't like terrible. It was just more than I anticipated and more than it should have been, considering they weigh like an ounce. But I was just like, this is too much of a hassle to do another round of these. So I gave 2 to my boss and coworker who come into the office, and then I'm just gonna keep some and bring the rest to my parents.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. So I still essentially it covered Disneyland. I guess that's the thing. So I'm going to LA in a month, and I'm going to Disneyland with a couple friends. I didn't realize how much they would jack up the prices for October. I feel like it's usually around $150 for a park hopper pass for one day, so you can go back and forth between Disneyland and California Adventure. If we wanted to do both parks, it would have been $225, and for one day. So we were quickly like, fuck that, and just decided to do just Disneyland. Not that I don't really care too much about California Adventure, but because it's Halloween, they usually have some stuff going on in both parks and different like foods and merch you can buy. So we were just going to do California Adventure just to see what was new, but I'm fine with doing just Disney. It's still going to be a good time. I also got tickets to see our friend Mike's Surrounded show at the Hollywood Improv on October 6th. Putting that out there, people should come to that if they're local to the LA area. And then our friend Tatiana and I are going to go to like an oddities flea market type thing.
That's fun.
Yeah,
that sounds amazing.
I got all my tickets for that stuff. So I'm excited. It's getting closer. I have a definitive yes on somebody to watch the cat, so I'm a little less stressed about that. But I'm realizing that I have so little time to clean my apartment, and it's so bad, guys. This is like months and months of pure depression living, and my apartment is rough. So I've been playing a lot of Stardew Valley to put off cleaning the apartment. Because next weekend I go to my parents and I have like one weekend left between me and LA, and someone is coming to stay here to watch the cat, so it has to not be disgusting.
Yeah.
So yeah, I need some motivation to do that. That's essentially been my week.
Yeah.
What you got going, Beth, besides your power going off constantly?
Dude, yeah. The power, I mean, just our specific little area right here, the power goes out so easily. And like every time I look at the outage map and it's like everything surrounding me is just green and our tiny little red annoying area.
Dude, I feel like that's the case for all three of us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We live in shitty little spots.
My spot's not that shitty.
We're all off the grid.
This has only just started happening to me. I'm in a suburb.
Oh, sorry. Maybe it's us.
Yeah, we're influencing you.
So, yeah, I mean, I haven't really done much. We went to Costco. We go like every 2 weeks for the stuff that we need there. And I just want to talk about this. If anyone out there goes to Costco, they have, I don't know if they always have this, but right now they have this strawberry soft serve. And I got it, and it's so fucking good.
Like, Beth, you gotta check next time you go. They supposedly, some Costco started carrying Dole Whip, which is
serious?
Like, yeah, I guess some started selling like the little container, like individual containers of Dole Whip, I guess.
Wow.
I saw it on TikTok. I have yet to see it in an actual store, but just be on the lookout, I guess.
I've never been to Disney, so I don't know what it tastes like, but people talk about it so much that I'm like, I gotta have it.
So good. I didn't get one last time I was in Disney because I got food poisoning and anything I ate made me shit uncontrolled.
Hell yeah. Wow, what a great time.
Yeah.
What a great time.
Yeah.
Dole Whip does sound good. It sounds like just like
real nice. It's like
whipped
a
cream
lighter
and pineapple stuff.
It's like soft serve kind of, but pineapple and like very like light and just real nice.
Fluff.
Yeah.
The texture on this strawberry ice cream and the flavor was just perfect. There's no other way to even like the color like made it more appealing. Ice cream. Ice cream. It was very good. And then it was like reminding me of my grandma because it was getting all melty and she only ate her ice cream melted. And so we used to like sit there and eat ice. We used to sit there and eat ice cream soup all the time. She would like fix a cup of ice cream and sit it on the table next to her and wait till it melted.
I've never heard that before.
Teeth?
No, she just liked it that way.
Interesting. Was it butter pecan?
No, strawberry. It was always strawberry.
Oh.
Did you do that with butter pecan?
That's the one like ice cream flavor I think I've had the soupiest form of the most. And I couldn't tell you why, but that's what popped into my head.
Yeah, but
I love a butter pecan though.
Me too. I love butter pecan. I love ice cream.
Yeah. What a great invention.
Hot take.
Do you think they would have invented ice cream if refrigerators were never invented?
I don't see how.
No.
You would have to do it in like a very cold climate during the winter, I guess.
Yeah, and like it couldn't be mass produced. You'd have to just make it to eat right then and there.
Yeah.
Right.
You'd have to be a farmer to have ice cream, basically.
Yeah.
It would be like only one family would have a recipe that they found by accident.
Yeah, there are definitely ways to make ice cream without needing like electricity or even necessarily cold. Like you can do it with salt and
what the hell?
Dry ice, I guess.
Salt ice.
I don't know. There are ways. No, you don't put the salt in the ice cream.
No, not in the ice cream. It's like on the outskirts of the bowl.
Yeah.
What? How's that work?
I don't know. It's like legit alchemy to me, but it's a method. I completely forget why we started talking about.
I never took chemistry. Because I was wondering how you make ice cream without refrigeration.
Yeah.
I don't know. They have like these ice cream maker bucket thingies you can get, and like in the bucket you put in your salt and your ice. I guess I don't know. And then you put
you do still need ice.
Yeah.
What? All right.
Listen,
because I think the salt makes the ice colder.
Oh, I see.
I think that's the reason.
We're all just talking out of our asses.
Oh,
right
I think
now.
so too. Because I think salt also like helps water to boil quicker. Like it's just like a temperature helper.
Right. No, I do know
know.
that salt can make ice real cold. Like if you want to get a drink cold really quickly, don't put it in the fridge or freezer. You get like a bowl, put ice, water, and salt in it, and then put your drink in there and it'll get cold real quick.
When my air conditioning goes out during the summer, I just pour salt on myself.
There you go.
I strip naked and I pour
You
salt
need
all
the
over
ice.
myself.
You need the ice.
No, it works.
Just try it out. Let us know how it goes.
I won't yuck your yum if you want to put salt all over your body.
Oh yeah, you roll around in it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like going to the beach, but you
Is
got
this
your little salt
now?
beach.
Is this regular salt or Lowry seasoning salt? You buy the 5-gallon buckets.
It's kosher salt.
Oh,
the 5-gallon
extra pointy.
form. Yeah, extra pointy, extra large.
Yeah.
Takes a while for it to dissolve into you.
I'm so sorry, Beth, that your story turned into how do you make ice cream?
That's totally fine. That's all I had on that. I just had an ice cream recommendation for everyone.
Oh, okay.
Strawberry soft serve does sound good.
Costco brand or was like Kirkland or was it something else?
Yeah, it's like it's in the like deli area, like where you get your hot dogs and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Just their soft serve.
I have turned into a huge Kirkland fanboy.
Mm.
Dude,
every time I go to Costco, I'm starting to get like nothing but Kirkland shit.
Why not? It's usually cheaper anyway.
Yeah.
I don't have a Costco card.
Drat.
I got one through DoorDash. Not DoorDash, Instacart.
Oh.
Because that's how we get our stuff.
So like you can put your Costco ID in Instacart?
When I ordered from Costco on Instacart, it has like a sign up thing because Costco partners with Instacart. So
okay.
It like attached my card automatically to the Instacart account, and then they sent me a physical card in the mail.
Do you pay the same amount or is it like a special deal?
I think it was like $60.
Yeah, that's usually what it is, I think.
Yeah.
It's worth it if you go to Costco a lot, yeah. Or if you use the gas station.
I get Costco like once a week or once every 2 weeks.
Oh, then yeah, for sure.
Quite a bit.
Yeah.
I should really do that. Or I should, if my parents have it, I should be like, can you put me on your account, please?
For sure.
Oh, yeah. Costco's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm glad I found it.
I wonder if I could get cat food in bulk at Costco for cheaper.
I think I looked for dog food for sure, but we just used Chewy.
Yeah, me too.
I couldn't find anything.
Me too, but this cat has expensive ass taste. He'll only eat seafood and like the seafood canned foods, and it can't be pate. It has to be in gravy. And
are you sure it has to be?
Dude, I've tried so many different cat food brands, and there are some that he'll eat like once or twice, and then he won't touch it. He'll starve himself to death if I don't give him the good stuff. So right now there's like 2 brands he's okay with.
What are the brands?
His favorite is Purina, and it's like Purina Essentials or something like that. And the seafood and gravy ones, he loves those. But those are like $40 for 12 cans, and he eats twice a day.
Ugh.
So it's like I get some of those, and then I get Tiki Cat because it's way, way cheaper. I don't know if this is interesting to anybody.
I don't know.
But I give him the Purina in the morning and the Tiki Cat at night, and he likes the Tiki Cat, but he likes the Purina so much that every time I give him his dinner, he's like, "What the fuck is this?" It's not the good stuff.
They only stock like a few brands, like they don't.
Yeah.
Because it's so like in bulk, so they pick like one and then go with that. So they may or may not have it. I would think they probably don't if it's like a specialty thing.
Maybe treats though.
Yeah,
Maybe.
I do have treats and stuff for sure. We buy our dog bully sticks, which are I think cow penises.
Are they?
Okay.
I think so.
I just assumed they were like dried meat of any kind.
This is what happens. Miriam tells me it's a cow dick. And then I find out later that it's not, probably.
I love that she could just be like, yeah, it's a cow's dick, and you don't question her at all.
Yeah. Well, they look dickish.
That's love.
could be
That's
Dick.
very fun. I like that.
She could be gaslighting me for the past 5 years or
I
whatever.
need to look it up right now.
All
So
right,
why
go
don't you
for
talk
it.
about your week, Jesse, besides Costco?
I had an interview for a new work thing.
Yay.
Or not an interview, but a screening thing that went very well.
Oh, yeah.
And mostly it just like, it's for a university, and I've never worked for a university before, but it like stirred something in my head and made me realize that I don't want to work in corporate America anymore.
Nah.
As soon as I started thinking about working for the university, I was like, oh, that's way nicer.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want to like work for like a greed driven shitty software company.
Makes sense.
Yeah. So that was nice. Even if I don't get that job, I think I'm going to pursue like work in higher education, I think, because it sounds nice.
Sick.
Nice and stable too. It's
Yeah.
pretty fucking stable.
Hey, just a quick update.
Yeah.
Miriam was indeed correct. Bully sticks
Whoa.
are single ingredient dog treats made from the penis of a bull or steer.
Yeah,
Dude,
hell yeah.
what the fuck? That's crazy.
I never knew that.
We got big bags full of bull dicks.
And that's direct from the Bully Sticks website, so it's not just an online rumor.
I hate this for dogs, personally.
Baloo loves it. Baloo will munch
great.
on that dick all night.
Your dog is gay.
Maybe. Could be. I don't. That's his prerogative. He can do whatever he wants.
What a good supportive dad.
He's doing overnight right now for the first time at his doggy daycare.
Oh.
Because Miriam was supposed to go to DC this week, but there was like COVID scares at work, so they like rescheduled. She's gonna go with her friends.
Mm-hmm.
But we decided to see if Baloo like did well with the night, because we were gonna board him for like 3 or 4 days, because I can't really walk him.
Yeah.
Because problems with that. So we were gonna board him for like the whole time she was in DC, but we decided we'll just see how he does, because it's good information to have anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. Little trial run.
He just loves it there anyway. Like he loves playing with the other dogs and stuff.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, and you have that cam. You can watch him.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
That's fun. He's hard to
That's
spot
the
though,
best.
because there's like a million black dogs, and I keep trying to talk Miriam into getting like a hunter orange collar
Yeah.
so we could see him on the camera, but she won't do it.
Is it a color camera?
Yeah.
Cool. Then yeah, I feel like you just give him any kind of just like neon collar.
Yeah. That's what I want to do, but she got him like this space collar, which to be fair is dope, but you just can't tell who the fuck he is in this giant like pen of other dogs.
Or just attach something to the collar that's like really reflective. You see it on the camera.
We did put an air tag on his collar. We could like just put some sticker on the air tag casing.
Yeah.
I didn't think about that. We played Fortnite and I got assaulted. First for my dietary choices. So I eat weird.
Okay, I need to say like how it went down for me, I guess. So it was just me, Steve, and Jesse playing when Jesse was eating something, and he goes like, it just declares like he just made like the most normal choice in the world, was like, I'm eating rice and beans and I just put some peanuts in there.
Yeah.
And both Steve and I were like, you put what? You did what?
Peanuts, which is not, that's like Thai food to me.
Yes, peanuts is good in rice dishes, but they don't usually include beans.
Right. And then
that was the weird part.
Well, and then I said kidney beans, and apparently that was ultra weird.
Yeah. And then, like, as more and more people started joining, we were like, Jesse's eating rice, beans, and peanuts.
Yes. And everybody had the same reaction. And I started getting bullied, but I was like muted talking to Miriam, but I could hear you guys like.
That was after. So then I don't even know how the pillow came up.
I know how it came up.
How?
It was me. Right. So whenever I came in, one of you was like, it was either Steve or Felicia was like, guess what Jesse's eating? I said, I don't know, like a scoop of millet from his pillow.
Right. And then we had to explain that.
Yeah.
So we now had these two things to make fun of Jesse for.
Yeah.
And then he kept muting because he was helping Miriam set up her computer. There was like a period of a good 10 plus minutes where you stepped away.
Yeah.
And we were just mostly Ryan who was just going off. And we thought you had muted your mic just to like let us get it out of our system.
No, I didn't hear any of that.
We truly were just talking shit the whole time.
I don't understand the
Then you said one other weird thing, and I don't totally remember. Oh, you said you said Baby Spice looks like she doesn't shower.
Yeah. So what? I think that's true.
So funny. It's just such a funny sentence. So we had those three things we learned about Jessie.
Trifecta.
I think I said she looks like she's gross.
Yeah.
Which no one got.
No, that's always been true to me. And I don't know why, but you made it seem like unkempt to me.
Yeah, unkempt, I think you did say. And we were like, I thought, like, from my memory of her, which, like, I'm sure is quite hazy, she was, like, the perfectly primped, like, Barbie-looking one.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Like, squeaky clean, you could say.
I don't know. In my head, she's greasy. But I couldn't tell you why.
I wonder if it was just like a hairstyle, because like I feel like gelling your bangs was really popular at that period.
Right.
Yeah. I don't know.
But I said a lot of things that set people off against me.
Yeah. And it's just the way that you say them, like you're saying something completely normal that we just should not pay attention to. Yeah. But it's like the most outrageous thing, and we're like, wait a minute, back up. What?
But I feel like rice and beans plus peanuts not outrageous. Is it the fact that I put the peanuts in the bowl?
No. Yes. What? No.
Because
what do you mean? Yes.
If they're like in a bowl next to.
It's still a weird thing
That's
to
a separate snack. Yeah, it is weird to eat it at the same time. Probably.
I don't know why.
It's the beans and the peanuts together. It's not the rice. Remove the rice altogether.
Okay.
Beans and peanuts don't go together.
Like,
there's no dish.
Eating any food is normal. Please,
right? God correct me if I'm wrong, but there is no dish in any recipe book that combines.
Yeah, like beans. You have
peanuts.
To admit that you just wouldn't see it. Like, you've never seen this before.
You wouldn't order that at a restaurant.
No, but I don't like cook. I don't give a fuck. I just combine things that I want to eat.
Okay. And then people are going to have an opinion.
Yeah.
It was just an like, over the top.
Oh yeah,
opinion.
So I was having chocolate chip cookies and I just put some ketchup on there. And anyway,
well, we're
gonna
gross.
Pause.
Yeah. Does my thing sound gross?
Well, you were also like, I just wanted crunch and not flavor. And we were like, peanuts have a very distinct flavor.
I don't think they're bland to me.
No.
They're just like,
they're like arguably the one nut that is the most distinct.
They're like the tofu of the nut world to me.
That's so weird, dude.
Every nut has a distinct taste, but peanuts.
I can't even refute what you're saying because it's just bonkers.
I feel like walnuts have like more of a like less flavor.
Yeah, walnuts.
You're both incorrect.
No, walnuts are bland as fuck. She's right.
I love walnuts.
Yeah, I like walnuts, but you gotta like put them in some yogurt or something.
Their texture is more distinct than their taste, but I still think they're great. But yeah, anyway, we just had a really good time making fun of Jesse and his weird life choices.
Yeah, my pillow's fine. My pillow's great. What a great pillow it is, full of millet and memory foam. And I'm sleeping like a baby.
Sure. I think one of the things Ryan said was, yeah, I love my new manure pillow.
Well, that's just crazy.
Okay.
That would get all over. You couldn't do it.
I was like,
oh.
No, I'm good. I'm done.
Hey.
What
did we watch last week?
I didn't watch anything new or exciting on my own, but I did catch up on What We Do in the Shadows and Ghost Files.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think of What We Do in the Shadows?
I liked it.
I might have to. I don't think I'm caught up.
Oh.
I'm not.
Sorry.
That's where I'm leaving it. I liked it.
You just reminded me that I did not watch Ghost Files this week. I need to do that.
I don't really understand their release schedule because this was like 10 days after their last episode or something weird. So I don't know if it's every week or every other week, but yeah, there's only 2 eps out.
I thought it was supposed to be every other week.
Oh, okay. I assumed every week because I think one of them said like see you next week. But they also do like in the off weeks, I guess they do put out like a behind the scenes video about the previous week. So maybe that's what they meant. I don't know.
They do that. I didn't watch much at all because Miriam was playing Zelda for most of this week.
Real quick note, I did put this in our Telegram group, but in the Ghost Files episode last night, Shane was dressed like a slutty adventuring dad. Like he had on the shortest shorts, like way above the knee, but he had like a Hawaiian shirt and like a navy jacket.
Was he doing this on purpose?
It was just like his adventuring outfit.
But was he trying to be a sultry man on purpose? Or was it like a bit?
I think it's just how he dresses.
All right.
But I just want to say that I think we should bring back really, really short shorts for men.
No.
Yes.
I'll tell you why. Because my pictures of my brothers from when they were in high school from gym class are not good.
Yeah, they were in high school.
And by the time I got to school, so their shorts were up by their dicks basically. And by the time I got to school, they were like just above my knee. And then, just keep bringing those shorts down, I think is good progression.
No.
Just make them pants.
Yeah.
Let's just get rid of shorts.
Why do we have gym shorts? Let's do gym pants.
Either pants or really slutty dad shorts. One or the other.
Maybe you get an option.
Yeah.
I don't think kids should have slutty dad shorts though.
Kids, no, I'm not talking about kids. I said men.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought we were talking about gym shorts.
You were.
Well, that's how conversation has a driver. And I thought I was in the seat. We watched Mandibles in VR.
I loved Mandibles. That was very nice.
I loved Mandibles way more than I thought I would.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, one of the things we didn't know we were going to watch this beforehand, but we're already like, I feel like an hour into VR night. And, this is like 9 p.m. on a weekday. Yeah. And then Steve is like, do you want to watch a French subtitled movie? And I don't know that anybody was psyched about that aspect.
No.
I'm always down to clown.
I mean, yeah, I'm fine with subtitles. First, Beth is absolutely right. You are not. Because I have tried to get us to watch subtitle movies.
What the hell? I'll watch subtitled shit with you.
No, this was, I think, pre-podcast. I would suggest subtitle movies and you'd be like, I'm not reading tonight.
Oh, yeah. There are some nights where I don't want to read for sure.
Yeah.
Mandible was about a fly, though, a big old fly.
Yeah.
And these 2 idiots that are trying to train the fly to do stuff for them. It's a weird concept, and it's very hard to explain the movie.
Yeah, I fell asleep. I woke up, and the fly was there, and I was like, all right.
Yeah, it's like a buddy comedy / creature feature, kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very fun, though.
It had very big Dumb and Dumber vibes from the 2 guys. And then there's an actress in there whose name I can't remember.
Oh, yeah.
Who's like screaming her lines because there's something wrong with her character.
She has brain damage.
Yeah. It was so fucking funny, man. She was perfect.
Yeah.
She was very good. And then last night we watched The Nightmare Before Christmas in 3D in VR.
Yeah.
That was fun.
That was fun.
We killed Felicia's vibe.
Dude, okay. It was like right when Jack is going into the Christmas land and like they start singing What's This?
Yeah.
It was in, like Jesse said, 3D. And it was the second one you had to run because the first one we had was like really, really narrow screen for some reason.
Yeah.
So
weird.
There were already some technical difficulties, and we were like waiting to watch this. And then, right at that point, Steve is like, I think there's something wrong with the 3D. I think it's not working correctly. Oh, look, if you rewind, if you go back to this part, you can see that the trees are floating.
I don't think Steve sounds like that.
That's exactly what I heard.
I thought Steve was here. What the
fuck? And I liked that you were like, let's just wait until after the song.
And I want you to know that I felt in that moment when I said that, I felt you hating it.
I hate it. I was listen, I was not sober. And I was having the most magical time. And then Steve is like, we did something wrong. I'm not enjoying myself enough because it's not perfect.
To be fair, the trees were fucky.
Who gives a shit?
He just wanted to give us an example of what he was talking about.
I, for one, wanted to see the fucky trees.
I did not want to rewind. I wanted to keep watching this magical movie, and I was so upset that you guys were rewinding.
In that moment, you should be glad that I was running the room, because I think Steve would have absolutely in the middle of what's
I sensed you. Also, we had been making references to What's This all day.
Yeah.
And when it finally started is when y'all started talking. So I felt you not want to miss the song too.
Yeah.
But
it's a good song.
Yeah. But yes, it did. And I think my mic wasn't working when he first started saying it, because I was actively saying, no, it's fine. No, we don't need to go back. Yeah. For some reason, I froze at some point. So I was protesting, but I hadn't said anything. And when I finally came back for whatever reason, I was just saying, shh.
I absolutely didn't hear anything but the all of a sudden.
Okay, yeah, I was totally saying, no, we don't need to. No, it's fine. No, it looks great to me.
No, the shushing was very funny because we couldn't hear a fucking word you said right until then. So it was just a very loud shush out of nowhere.
Dude, I'd been doing it for so long.
The shushing was a good bit, to be honest.
I guess that was another part of my frustration.
Yeah,
but I definitely heard you guys react to my shush.
Yeah, it was funny.
But then for the rest of the movie, they were like, "Oh, we're killing Felicia's vibe," which pissed me off more.
The very next time we saw a tree, it was a Christmas tree. I was like, wait, we gotta go back. We gotta go back and look at that tree.
And then you guys started watching Cirque du Soleil right afterwards.
Yeah.
And at one point, Steve said, everybody get as close as you can to the screen. So I did. I didn't know everybody else pulled back again. And then they were like, Felicia, you're killing my vibe. And then I was done with the night.
You were right in the middle of the screen.
Your little body was...
Dude, because Steve said, everybody get as close as you can to the screen. And then didn't say anything after that. So I just followed instructions, and then you got mad at me.
No.
What did
everybody was just being silly gooses.
Yeah, we're just being silly. Mad. I don't get mad about anything.
I'm exaggerating. But at that point, I said, you know, fucking what? I'm gonna go watch Ghost Files and have some chai tea. Fuck you.
I noticed you leave first, and I was like, she left.
I said I'm leaving.
We didn't hear you. You were just gone.
Oh my god.
Your microphone was malfunctioning.
It must have been, because I was like, oh, God forbid. And then I started making fun of Steve, and then I left.
There was a time, this explains a lot, because there was a time during Nightmare Before Christmas, I think, where Steve was drawing that Oogie Boogie guy, like on the screen, like right in front of it.
Yeah.
And you said nothing.
Oh, that didn't bother me. I loved Steve's little drawings.
Okay.
And it was like, the screen was so big at that. We were like in the space room in VR, so the screen is like extra big, so it didn't block anything.
For me, it was blocking a large portion of the movie. Like, I didn't realize that if I moved like 2 seats to the left, I just didn't see it anymore.
Yeah, I think I was just far enough to the side that it didn't block anything for me.
Those drawings are the 3D painting he's good at.
Yeah.
I don't
like,
know
it was
how.
incredible.
He just busted out these amazing paintings of Sally and Jack and Oogie Boogie with like the paint tools in the 3D room.
Yeah.
They
And the
were
little
so
dog.
good.
It was perfect.
Oh, and Zero, yeah.
And the
Yeah.
pictures themselves had depth. They were
Yeah.
3D.
Like they were 3D. It's
Yeah.
so
And
wild.
the detail. Like
What
the
a
amount of
fucking
detail.
specific talent.
Steve's, I forget that he's a pretty good artist, and so is Mike, and I forget that too.
Yeah. I had no idea Mike was an artist. I didn't know Steve was.
Yeah, I think Steve's like Steve likes drawing cartoons and shit.
Cool.
That's great.
Yeah.
Beth, I
did
watched
you watch
one
anything?
extra thing. Well, like I got heavily into my Charmed rewatch. Like I'll fixate on different ones and then ignore the other ones for a while and whatever, cycle through that.
Yeah.
But my one extra thing was School of Rock,
Oh.
which it's like an all-time fave. I've seen it 1,000,000 times. And I don't know what sparked me deciding to watch it, but
Damn, I would have watched that with you. I haven't seen
Oh.
that in a while.
It's so good. We could do
Yeah,
How dare you watch stuff without us? What, you got a life?
How dare you not know that I also love that movie?
It was just me and the cats. That was my life. But yeah, I mean, I just love Jack Black so much. Who doesn't? It's a good movie.
Yeah, that movie is great.
Mm-hmm.
Someone died.
One of the kids, I think.
Yeah, one of those
the
kids
drummer.
one of those kids died. Yeah, that sucks too. He was good.
I forget his name, but he played Freddy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
R.I.P. Freddy. Let me just bring it down.
I had a big crush on him while watching. Like it came out in 2003, so I was like 12, 13 when it came out. I had a crush on that kid pretty hard.
I've only seen it once. I don't remember the characters enough to know which one he was.
Mm-hmm. I had like the VHS. Watched it 1,000,000 times.
That movie was on VHS?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Sure, why not?
Damn. You almost just had VHS too late. I feel
like in my house.
We definitely had VHS players longer than they were popular.
Yeah, we like, me and my mom didn't adapt to technology very quickly. We held on to the old shit for a while.
Well, I know I had cheap parents who didn't want to spend money on the latest technology, and they were like, "These VHS tapes are perfectly fine forms of entertainment. Thank you."
No. What was your first DVD? Hold on.
I don't know.
You know, the time for asking question is right now.
What was your first DVD?
I
don't know either. It was probably like Jurassic Park's like sets of movies, or like The Mummy or Pirates of the Caribbean, something like that.
Yeah.
I honestly think one of my first DVDs was the Dungeons and Dragons movie from like 2000. It was either that or maybe it was The Matrix, actually.
That makes sense.
I would check out. Yeah, some nerd shit. We have a question from Tatiana.
Yay.
Magicless Mage on Etsy if you like nipple stuff.
Hell yeah. Her
and
stuff
stickers.
Just went up.
And stickies. Yeah, she just put new stuff up. And her store's been asleep, she said, but now it's awake.
Yeah.
And ready for purchases. Any movies you've seen and just didn't get, like even after it was explained to you and maybe understood what it was about, you still didn't get it?
Dude, so fucking many. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Apparently any Wes Anderson movie.
Oh yeah.
What was that one? Asteroid City. I still don't really get it. Like I get it, but I don't get it.
Right.
There's a lot of movies that, like, I guess once you explain it to me, I kind of understand, but I don't see the point. And I'm just angry about the fact that it went nowhere. There was that one movie that you and I watched, Jesse.
White Noise.
White Noise. Oh, well, that, yes. But I was thinking about the foreign one with the couple whose like kid gets taken. Where like they just take all this abuse from this weird family.
Right. Yeah.
And then at the end they just like lay down and die or something.
They get stoned to death.
Yeah.
And they just let it happen.
They just let it happen. They just stand there and like
that movie sucked.
Yeah, dude.
I can't remember what
it was
it's called.
so anticlimactic. I might have told this story, but there was a movie that my friend Alex and I saw at a film festival called the Overlook Film Festival in Oregon. And it was, the premiere of a festival film, so it's not like it was going to be a 10 out of 10. But it's called The Untamed. And the plot is essentially there's an alien that this old couple found, and it's very tentacly, and they found that it will give you pleasure until it decides that you're done. And if you go back to it after that, it will hurt you. And then if you go again, it will kill you. What? So it's like about it's in Spanish for one. So that made it extra hard to understand because we were also not sitting in a place that was sanctioned for being a theater. So it was all one level and there were people's heads blocking the subtitles.
Yeah.
So it was just essentially all of these people just kept going to this sex alien and getting railed. And then it would decide that it didn't want to see them anymore. So it would kill them. And like the effects were good. So like it didn't look bad, but it was just such a fucking ridiculous movie. I was so angry when I got out of it. And my friend Alex and I still say that like the first time we met in person, we watched tentacle porn together.
Yeah.
So that was one. But yeah, I think like art house movies in general are like that for me, where even if it, I guess, like even if I see in my mind's eye the script and what the storyteller intended, doesn't mean that I accept it or like it or understand why it was made.
Right on.
So mine was, which was funny because you mentioned this movie earlier and I can't remember why, but Hereditary.
Wait, you didn't get Hereditary?
I don't remember what I didn't get, but I remember watching it with our friend Leah and then looking up some information to explain why they were doing what they were doing in the movie, I guess, afterward, but still being like unclear. And I was just like, okay.
I can totally see that. It is a very strange.
Shit.
Yeah.
It's like a very strange out of nowhere twist. It feels like a different movie.
I agree that the ending didn't make sense to me now that I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, just a not clear boy. I can't remember why you mentioned earlier, but I was like, oh, I'm going to talk about that.
Because we said there should be a category of movies called trauma.
And
that would be one of them.
That's right. Oh, yeah. It was. We were talking about it before the show, before we started recording.
Yeah.
Because I said our watch along is a drama, but you thought I said trauma.
Yes.
Yeah, that was a trauma movie.
It definitely was a trauma movie. I know that there's something that exists that I didn't get, but generally I go to Reddit right after if I'm confused about a movie.
Yeah, but I think it counts that even if you didn't, like, if you had to go to Reddit to understand what a movie was about, I feel like the movie inherently failed you in some way. Like I can understand if it's open-ended and like open to interpretation, but if it's just like that didn't make sense, that's not your fault.
The most recent one for me was White Noise, and even people on Reddit didn't know what the fuck that movie was about. Like that movie is just confusing.
Yeah.
And weird. That's like the most recent one that I can think of. I also didn't really understand Asteroid City, but when we do watch-alongs, I'm not fully paying attention to it either.
That's true.
I have ADHD, so if I'm talking, like I'm missing chunks of shit. And
that probably wasn't one to watch in this kind of setting for the first time.
Probably not. But yeah, if I feel confused about anything, it's straight to Reddit, and then usually the top post on the movie discussion has some theory that I'm like, oh, okay, that clicks. That's good.
I feel like even after we watched that foreign movie that it's called Speak No Evil.
Right.
Even after we watched that, we went to Reddit and it was like, the point was that it was pointless. Like we read something and it made sense, but it was still like so unsatisfying. And even though it made sense in the context of like, this is what the director was trying to say, like this was the message, it didn't make sense as a real world scenario.
Yeah. I think the director was saying that too many people in society allow themselves to be walked over or something.
Yeah.
But in the movie, it didn't make sense at all.
Right.
The characters felt not real.
Yeah, it feels like you had to create a ridiculous scenario in order to make your metaphorical point.
Your weird point.
Yeah.
We have another question from Efren. He asks.
Excuse me.
Oh, sorry. Are you ready?
I'm ready now.
Name a memorable concert experience you've had, and would you see the band / performer today if they toured?
I'm going to answer the second part first because when you hear the name of the band, you'll judge me. I would not see this band or performer today. The band was 30 Seconds to Mars, Jared Leto's band.
Listen, that band's good.
Dude, I had like a very brief but passionate like 6-month 30 Second to Mars phase. To be fair, he has a very good voice, and his brother Shannon is a good drummer.
The music is very good. Jared Leto's a fucking weirdo.
Yes, and their like fan base is very culty. Like it's a weird vibe for sure.
Yeah.
But the concert itself, it was in San Jose, which is about a 2-hour drive. It was at like the State University, I think. I convinced some friends to come with me because I was like 19 and I wasn't used to like going a distance for concerts and like staying by myself. We decided to get a hotel room for the night. So I convinced some friends to go with me, even though they didn't give a shit about the band. But I bought a VIP ticket for myself, which was an obscene fortune. But I knew they wouldn't give a fuck about that, so they just had like general admission. So I did VIP, which included like a meet and greet Q&A type session. And of course, at the time, I didn't know Jared Leto was clinically insane. I just thought he was hot. But at this Q&A, his brother and their like bassist came out, and Jared Leto did not. And they started doing the Q&A. Finally, Jared Leto comes out right before we start to do the photo op, and he is not talking because he says they tell us he has a sore throat or something and needs to preserve his voice. So he has like tea and he won't say a word to anybody.
Right.
And then we do the photo op, which was really fun. Like their bassist was super nice and he was like, "Hey, have a good day. I really hope you enjoy the show."
Do you have this picture somewhere?
I sure do. I'll send it in our group.
Hell yeah.
So like it ended up being fun, and then we got to sit in the like front, not sit, but we stood like at the barrier to the stage, so we were the first people. At some point during the opener, which was also a very good band called New Politics, at some point I think they realized they just had like a shit ton of unsold tickets and that it would look bad to the band.
Yeah.
So they gave me and the people that I had met in line a stack of tickets to go outside and hand it to any student we saw walking around the campus and be like,
"What the hell,
dude?"
You became
I guess
street
it was
team.
Yeah, during the show, right before they came on. But like the woman who was organizing the meet and greet was like super nice, and like just you could tell she was so desperate for help. So we went and did it, and while we were out handing out the tickets, apparently the band was too. So we got to like stop and talk to their bassist for a while. And then the woman was like so grateful that she was like, "Okay, during the last song, you guys will go on stage and dance." So like at the end of that concert, we got to go on stage. So it was like the most VIP memorable concert experience. Just happens to be for this band that I don't listen to anymore and don't financially support.
Yeah, that's a good
fun, though.
That's a good
Right?
answer. Yeah, that's a great answer.
It's like the only notable concert experience I've had. I've been to good shows, but nothing like that.
Looking at this picture that you sent and knowing that he was being completely silent is so funny. It makes the picture hilarious.
So
I very much agree.
I have this vivid memory. The shirt I'm wearing in that photo says "I quite like music," which I thought was so cool at the time because I had seen their bassist wear it, and I was like, I love that shirt. So I sought it out and bought it.
Yeah.
So as I was taking the picture, he noticed it and he was like, "Oh, hey, look at that shirt, blah, blah, blah." So Jared Leto, who was to my left, I remember him just like
pointing
standing
at your
where
tits?
No, he was standing where he was next to me, but he like bent and turned his his body to look at me. And he had like really long hair at the time, so like his hair was all falling down right in front of me. I don't know, I just have that image in my mind, but he still never said a fucking word.
Did he smell like garlic?
He didn't. I don't remember him smelling like anything in particular.
Damn, I was hoping he smelled weird.
No, I think I would remember if he smelled notable.
I've always heard Brad Pitt smells really weird and bad.
Really?
And ever since I heard that, I'm wondering I'm just wondering if that's like a hot guy thing. Because they can
maybe
just get away with it.
Maybe he was like out for a run or something.
No. He's notable for this.
Weird.
Interesting. Or like smokestack weed.
No, it's like he smells like body odor. Like he doesn't smell good. Basically ever.
Just his natural Brad Pitt.
Yeah.
It smells like a pit.
That's a good one. You should post that to the Discord if you're cool with it, comfortable with it.
Oh yeah, I'll post the picture before the episode comes out.
Hell yeah. What's yours, Beth? You got one?
Yeah, so mine is the band Touche Amore, which they opened for Thrice. So I went to see Thrice, and I hadn't listened to any of Touche Amore's music. Like, I knew they were going to be one of the openers, and I meant to, but I just didn't. And I wish I had, because watching them perform was incredible. And it was like the energy between their fans and them. Like, I felt like I was outside of a bubble, just like watching this thing happen. They were like so into each other, like the fans and the band, and it was just really cool to see. And I listened to their music after, and it's great. I love it. So I would love to see them again now that like I know all their stuff. But I took a little video, so I'll send that in the Discord too.
Hell yeah.
Whenever the episode comes out. But yeah.
I'm just remembering a whole bunch of like other good concert, nothing that crazy, but like good concert memories.
Mine is weird.
Okay.
So mine is, it was a Smashing Pumpkins concert, and Garbage was opening for them. And for some reason, like I had it in my head that I hated Garbage. So what happened?
I've never heard of the band Garbage. So you're just, yeah, I thought I hated Garbage.
You've never heard of the band Garbage?
No.
You would like them, I bet. You should check them out after the, or I'll send you some songs.
Yeah.
But yeah, for some reason I had it in my head that I did not like this band. And when they were opening for the Smashing Pumpkins, it was like mind-blowingly good. And I had been like thinking there was someone else the entire time, I think. So I became a Garbage fan that night, and that was great. And then
I'm gonna clip you saying
I love trash. I became a huge fan of dumpsters. But it was Smashing Pumpkins on the Melancholy and Infinite Sadness tour, which was the last album of theirs that I actually liked. So the answer is no, I would not go to see them. Even if I could go out into the world, I would not see them because Billy Corgan got real fucking weird.
Oh no.
Yeah.
And I don't like him that much anymore. But the reason why that is memorable is not just because Garbage was good, but it was the last show before their keyboardist overdosed and died and like broke the band up.
Damn.
So I saw the last Smashing Pumpkins show
ever.
Pretty much ever. Yeah, the full band, because Darcy, their bassist, had like a huge falling out with Billy Corgan, and they were just never, that band was never the same after that.
Wow. Yeah, that's pretty sick.
Yeah.
Wow.
Pretty sick. That guy died from my memories.
Not that part. Yeah, for the most part, the concerts that I have been to are like pretty small, kind of like club shows. There's a venue that I really like in San Francisco called Bottom of the Hill, and I guess it's like a club regularly, but it looks like it's just a house, and it's got like a really like janky sign, but it's got like a wraparound bar that goes all the way down to where the stage is, and you can just like sit on the, I don't know that they encourage this, but the last couple times I've been, you can just sit on the like bar counter and watch the show, and so you can see the stage perfectly because you're above the rest of the crowd. And it's also nice just because it's generally small bands, so they'll come out and say hi to people.
Cool.
I miss concerts. I haven't been since pre-pandemic.
I I don't know if I do or not.
I
'Cause
miss
I think-
aspects of concerts.
I don't like how loud they are generally.
No.
I don't mind the loud. Like, I hadn't gone to concerts in a really long time before, like between, I don't know, whenever I was like a lot younger and then up to the pandemic. It had been a while, and something about the pandemic like keeping me inside and making me like telling me I couldn't go made me like, oh my gosh, I'm so sad that I haven't been, and I want to go to everything now. And that's how I feel now. I'm in love with going to them again.
I'm not there yet. I really do miss seeing people live. I don't miss fighting crowds. I don't miss standing for 4 hours, and I don't know that I could anymore. I think I'm a balcony bitch now. But I do the other aspect of it for me is that San Francisco is generally the closest to me that bands will tour, which is about an hour just to get into the city if there is no traffic. And then, you know, of course, parking is sparse and expensive. And I don't really have anybody local that would go with me to concerts. So it's like I would have to drive by myself for over an hour into the city. That's kind of sketch. Where parking is expensive and unreliable, and it's just not like a fun process anymore.
Right.
Yeah, I just don't like crowds anyway. So I never really was a concert boy. I did have like a rave phase.
Yeah.
But that was relatively short lived, and it's not the same thing, I think.
I think for a long time it was just important for me to be able to like see that the band was not just completely computer reliant and that they could actually perform.
Yeah.
And the other thing is because I liked all these smaller bands and had the opportunity to meet the bands, it was important to me to know that I wasn't supporting shitty people.
Right.
So like it was nice to be able to talk to them and make sure they weren't assholes.
Right. I don't like crowds either. Like everything that happens before it starts is anxiety. But then once like the music actually starts, shit just melts away from me, and anything around me isn't like registering. So it's like totally fine, and I'm so like happy to get to that high. So I'll like do the shitty process to get there. Yeah.
I think, along that same line, just mixing it into my specific situation, I think that going to a concert nowadays for me would be completely dependent on the venue. If it's a venue that's like has parking on site or easy parking, and if it's like not an insane drive, then that's a lot more tempting.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm very excited. Are you excited?
Yeah.
No. Oh.
No? Yeah.
I was going to say no, but I saw your first note, and I guess I'm kind of excited about that.
A Haunting in Venice in theaters on September 15th, which I think is an Agatha Christie thing.
Yeah, it's a Poirot thing. I don't remember there being a Haunting in Venice book, but I guess there could be. I just never read it.
Yeah, but the trailer for this looks sick, and I'm a Tina Fey fanboy, and I saw her in it. No, I just want to see it.
Yeah, it looks like it rarely is Agatha Christie, even though they're good mystery books. It's rarely like scary, so this is compelling.
Yeah. As soon as I saw this like a few months ago, I was
in. It's a good trailer.
Yeah, it's a very good trailer. I'm also excited about the football season, which starts tomorrow for us and 2-3 days ago for the listeners.
Yeah.
Wow. Go team.
I love football.
If I had to pick a sports season I was most excited about, I'd pick football because it reminds me of fall, and also there's usually like snacks.
Yeah, you do get great snacks from football.
Yeah.
Do you have like a team you love, or do you just generally like it?
So it's interesting. I've always been a fan of the now they're the Commanders, but they used to be called the Redskins. But they had the worst ownership in like the history of sports for a very long time. So I remember like being a fan when I was a kid, and the last time they won the Super Bowl was like 1991, and I lived in like an hour from DC. And I remember they played their like fight song over the intercom instead of the Pledge of Allegiance. And I was like a fan. So I've been a fan since I was a kid. But I have had trouble following that team for a long time, and there was like a bunch of stuff about their name too because Native Americans don't like it.
Yeah.
Which,
gee, I wonder why.
Yeah, I wonder why. Well, there's still people trying to like doing this campaign to be like change the name back to Redskins.
Oh my God.
Just
and
let it go.
I'm just like, that's so fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Because it would be like naming some team like the N-words.
Yeah, for real.
Except, yeah, the problem is that like our country genocided them so bad that there wasn't enough of them to fight for their civil rights, which is why people can still say that word.
Yeah.
So it's like, why can't we just respect that they don't like that word? And then it's fucked up to say it and just change it to
doesn't
something
fucking
else.
matter, even kind of. Like, what
No,
the fuck?
it doesn't matter. The name doesn't matter at all.
It's so easy, dude. Jesus.
Yeah. And they literally could just call them like the Washington Hogs or the Pigskins or something, and you could still call them the Skins, and it would make sense.
They could call themselves the pee-pee poo-poos. It wouldn't affect the way they play football.
It's entirely true. Anyway, that owner that I fucking loathed that made me stop rooting for the team like a decade ago is gone now. He like got scandaled into non-existence. So this will be the first season where that team has like sane ownership, and I'm excited again. So yeah, that's my team. It's the Washington Commanders, and it's a really stupid name that the owner picked right before he got ousted. So they're gonna change that name, and
it's very funny to have to change it twice.
Well, the owner fought the change from Redskins so hard that I started hating him more because of that.
Yeah.
Because it's so stupid.
Ridiculous.
It's very ridiculous.
I vote for pee pee poo poo, guys.
Me
too. The Washington pee pee poo poos. I don't care. I don't give a shit. I just like I want to have a football
They would become
team.
my favorite team ever if they did that.
Dude, being a fan of sports is so weird because I don't know what happens, but I try to be like a Carolina Panthers fan because I live 20 minutes from the stadium. But it's just never been the same. There's just something like when you're a fan of something as a kid that just sticks with you.
Yeah.
And I've never been able to be that much of a fan of any football team except for the Commanders.
Well, just wait until the pee-pee poo-poos arrive.
Hell yeah, I can't wait. Normally football teams like wave these towels around. We're going to be waving toilet paper.
Hell yeah.
The pee-pee poo-poos. Hey, Beth.
Hey.
What are we watching this week?
This week we're watching Practical Magic, which is a comedy drama, not trauma, fantasy movie. Yeah, it's a witchy movie about these two sisters, and it's got Sandra Bullock, it's got Nicole Kidman, it's got Stockard Channing, etc.
etc.
I've somehow never seen it, but I know that
crazy.
I know, nuts. And I know 100% I'm gonna love it. Like, there's no chance I'm not gonna love it.
It's great. You're gonna love it for sure.
Hell yeah.
I think there's a wet man in it too.
Yeah.
I'll be the judge of that. Thank you.
Yep. That's it. That's the show.
That's it.
That was a longer boy. We had fun talking.
Every time we don't
do long.
Yeah,
when
every
it's
time.
Supposed to be short.
No, we've been doing real short ones.
No, I mean, but every time we're supposed to like not have anything to talk about.
We overcompensate.
Yeah, that's true.
We did 2 questions because we accidentally skipped Tatiana's last week.
We spent too long talking about rice and beans.
I talked too long about Jared Leto.
That's not the right amount.
I wish there was an alternate. I like his music. And I think he could have been a good actor, but he turned into a doofus douchebag.
Yeah.
I wish